Hello everyone, I'm back. So the topic for today is debt debt deck for beginners. So currently I will give you some information about debt. So debt, when you compare with the other gods, debt has like a special unique abilities, like when you compare with war, nature, and light, where majority are like aggressive and controlled based on creatures and based on like pumping their creatures. That is like a little bit like way different in terms like he has a different concept in winning. So one of the popularity of like a popular build for death are more on afterlife cards, where you take advantage of majority. Like afterlife means like it once the creature died, it will have a certain ability. And another famous for like known for the death deck is like the death board wipe, where majority a control deck where literally use apocalypse, where it destroy all creatures and using a late game big creature. So that's the main reason why when building a deck for beginners using welcoming core, it would be like impossible. Even me now, I'm like rank 20, even I have some expansion card, I still have no clear deck using a deck. Like even my resurrection or afterlife deck was being nerfed, especially the Anubian one. So without further ado, I will try to introduce you the Zoo deck. So Zoo deck is popularized by Magic the Gathering and in Hearthstone, where you're gonna go for a low cast 1 to 2 minion, and you will use your god power to draw cards. So technically, your option is like literally cast, control, board control, and attack directly, and taking the advantage of like just playing creatures, and you don't care what happened to your life as long as your goal is to attack, board control, and attack. And using we're gonna use the take advantage of the god power, the Nefarious Sacrifice. So draw a card, take 2 damage. Now there was a nerf recently for Nefarious Sacrifice. This is no longer a 2 to cast, but a 3 to cast god power. And if you notice, this god is similar to Hearthstone Warlock hero power or god power, where technically draw draw a card, take 2 damage. And in Hearthstone also, they have like a zoo concept there, zoo deck. So we're gonna build the same concept here in Hearthstone. So when you start playing Gods Unchained, you will notice you have a death starter where majority are welcome cards, and we will gonna try to build one based on welcome. And along you level up, you gain more core packs, then you're gonna build a better a death deck, especially for high rank. But for low ranks, I highly recommend like to I'll build you a death deck using a zoo concept, like 1 to 2 cast minion, and then use your god power to get draw cards. So let's go for the set. I'm gonna go for welcome. I highly recommend Vanguard and Wild Hog. This is like a must card for currently for for beginners. And as you can notice, that the cards are also famous in healing. There are more healing cards here for your god in any other card except for light. Light is, I think, the second one. Light's supposed to be the opposite of death, but technically death is more on have healing ability compared with light. So we can use this one creature here. You can add hidden here. This is like a good choice here. And like I said, we're gonna build more cards based on, so as long along the way, and we're gonna focus mainly on like a 1 to cast, 2 to cast cards. I highly recommend Bamfly. As you can see, deals 3 damage to each god, because that's the thing. You don't care about your life, you just keep on attack. You should add like a Blight Bomb, just like to destroy any creatures with 3 health. And that's the good thing about this one. Health 3 or less, even though the creature has armor, I can literally kill it. Even the creature has protect, FY. Except for Ward. Ward has like any destroy will nullify 1 time. So you're gonna use deals 2 damage. To advantage, you deals 2 damage for both of us, and you draw a card. If you have this one, you can add this one also. And then on the famous one, you're gonna add a card shark. So like I said, the main purpose is to cast more creature. You can like use shield bearer, you can like boost triber all, you can use dry silver, as many as one to cast creature as possible. Even if you have like two, you can like add so that's for the one cost. And let's try now to get, so technically how many costs. So technically we're gonna focus on one and two drops. So we already have 24, so we can like reduce this one. I highly recommend, let's go for a gen, because that's a good thing. If you do a little bit board control, that will be in your in favor. This one is okay. So I think now if you notice, like, you don't have like these rare cards, you can swap with the common cards, right? But I think this will be good enough. So 2 4 6 8 16 20, oh, that's 18 cards already. And then we're gonna go for the welcome and 2 drop cost minion. Now this is like one of the, like I said, the special ability of death. There are lots of death cards that when your life is below 15, you get bonus on afterlife or an effect. So you can like add this one just in case, for if you both manage to get low health. And like I said, we're gonna focus only on 2 cards, not 3 cost. So we got core here now. So the idea, play as much as can and use your hero power to draw a card and play. And that's why I'm in favor of lots of 1 card, because the god power now has changed now from 3 become 2. So you can like also use this one. So we're now focusing on a 2 core. If you have this one, go ahead. I recommend Viking War Maiden. Anything that boosts your other creature or like deals, we're gonna go for it. Then skeleton heavy. You can add this one if you needed one, like for technically protect your own creature before attacking. But I think this will be, so try there. If you don't have like Void Banshee, remove this one. Like I said, anything that is 2, you can like add 2 of this one. Just like to, while you attacking, you have a wall like to focus on attacking your opponent's life, right? And that's it. So I hope this will like try this one. So the idea, fill your creature, control a little bit of board, and then draw a card as much as possible. And as you can see, the ability of your creature is either pump your own creature, afterlife, and literally deals the damage, and like you see, it's like summon additional one, and that's like your main focus. Pump, fill your board, and attack as much as possible. Either control a little bit or be aggressive in attacking them face. Especially this is like good for control deck, because you're too fast and don't worry about your life, because that's the drawback of a zoo deck, in especially similar with MTG and in Hearthstone. So take advantage of the god power of like draw 2 card. Now there are like other cards, like especially on new expansion about zombie, and that's the thing, you need a expansion card. But for as a beginner, you can like focus this one. Not ideal for weekend event, but you can use this one for flux farming and star farming, just like to activate your other hero card. So yep, I hope this helped, and kindly give me a kindly comment if you have questions. If you like this one, if you like what I'm doing, kindly subscribe and share my videos, so it will motivate me to create more Gods Unchained, Gods Unchained. Maybe next time I will go for a meta deck and a weekend event deck, or any, like anything that you can like get learn about for Gods Unchained, and just kindly comment. So thank you so much, and thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Bye guys.